What's going on, everyone? I'm Akeem Lawanson, and in today's fix, Cyberpunk on base PS4s and Xbox Ones look like cyber junk, and yet it still doubled the record for concurrence on Steam. And a new Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter is getting announced tonight at the Game Awards. Just start this already. We got a lot to talk about. Cyberpunk may have sold 8 million copies before launch, but for those of you who picked it up for a base PS4 and Xbox One, you might want to lower your expectations in terms of performance. Those playing on consoles lower than PS4 Pro and Xbox One specs have been reporting pretty major issues with resolution, frame rate, texture pop-in, and more. Now, users across Twitch and social media are documenting the game's lackluster performance on their older machines, showing examples like this one from Twitter user Legolas. Now, as you can see from the comparative footage, there's a fairly notable difference between the gameplay originally presented by CD Projekt Red on high-end machines and base consoles from last gen. Now, look, there are a lot of arguments floating around the internet that this is a next-gen game, and while Cyberpunk does in fact benefit from next-gen improvements, I'd like to remind you all that this game was originally supposed to launch before the next generation of consoles, and a huge portion of the audience was going to first experience this game on PS4s and Xbox Ones. It also is important to note that footage released of this game was presented for PC, both next-gen consoles and last generation's mid-tier upgrades, while footage from the base model PS4 and Xbox One were never shown. They were nowhere to be seen, and I kind of wonder why now, huh? I think we all kind of wonder why. Well, while I wouldn't necessarily expect that Cyberpunk would make graphical compromises in order to run on older console models, the level of fidelity loss here has surprised and disappointed many fans who were anticipating this particular release. Now, users are reporting exceptionally long waits for textures to load, blurring effects across the entire screen, and pretty notable frame rate drops. Not to mention prevalent bugs such as T-posing NPCs, which is just funny. That's just funny to look at. I actually find that pretty hilarious. No mouth movements during conversations and glitching animations. Reports of widespread crashing on PS4 have been prominent as well. Now, it's unclear if these examples are running with the day one patch installed, but Kotaku has reported that they've been unable to download the patch at all. However, we do have base Xbox One footage that has been updated with the patch shown here on the screen that does have moments where textures fail to load and frame rates noticeably drop. Cyberpunk's developer CD Projekt Red hasn't directly commented on the issues, but the Cyberpunk Twitter account did in fact try, and I'm going to emphasize try, to get ahead of all of this today by saying, quote, "We are truly humbled that so many of you trusted us and decided to support Cyberpunk 2077 before the release. Even 8 million thank yous isn't enough. The journey has just begun, and we are hard at work on the upcoming fixes and updates to the game. See you in Night City." Well, this is not new for the developer, as their last title, the smash hit Witcher 3, launched with a plethora of bugs that were fixed across multiple patches, though that particular game did not launch across a generational shift. It remains to be seen how much effort CD Projekt Red will invest in these console versions with the introduction of a new generation and continued development there. I, for one, hope the people that want to play this particular game, which I know there's a lot of you out there, hopefully you all get the chance to experience it in a more stable state regardless of what platform you're playing it on. With that said, y'all just couldn't wait to get your hands on this game though, man. Y'all just couldn't wait. I don't blame you. I got my hands on it too. I was excited for it. Now, Steam users came out in full force, completely steamrolling, pardon the pun, completely steamrolling previous concurrent records for the game's marketplace, nearly doubling the previous record of 472,962 players held by Fallout 4. Cyberpunk clocked in at a massive 1,003,262 concurrents. Now that's a lot of samurais waking up to burn down a city.
Wake the f up, samurai.
And it's important to note that these numbers are nowhere near any sort of PC player count. As I mentioned earlier, over 8 million people pre-ordered Cyberpunk, so there are likely a whole lot of you out there that are playing this game right now and that were playing last night. Hopefully you're enjoying what you're playing so far. I, for one, I got a kick out of it. I'm rocking it on PC. My only gripe would be, that first brain dance mission where you're looking for that heat signature for an item. It took me longer than it really should have taken me to find that damn item. Freaking annoying, man. But you know what? Other than that, I'm enjoying my stay in Night City so far. Only saw one bug so far. It was a floating cell phone. A guy was talking in it. It was weird. He was floating in the air. Maybe that's how you're able to talk on phones in the future. I have no idea. Now, if you've decided to hold off for the bugs to die out in Cyberpunk, well, you'll be excited to hear that Nintendo will reveal a new Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter during tonight's 2020 Game Awards presentation. In a tweet from Nintendo's European Twitter account, Nintendo was pretty direct, saying, quote, a new hashtag Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter will be revealed at hashtag the Game Awards tonight. To the point. I like that, Nintendo. That's what I like about y'all. Now, the last fighter added to Smash Bros. Was Minecraft Steve, with a rather meaty victory pose, so yeah, let's hope for something a little less, celebratory. I don't know, maybe we'll get Roblox Ronnie. Is that a thing? I don't know. I haven't played Roblox in like 10 years. Whatever. And that was your Daily Fix. I'm Akeem Lawanson, and I hope your day is as awesome as you are. And now that you're all caught up on the news, make sure to go check out our new cut of the Cyberpunk 2077 PC review that uses 100% of our very own gameplay footage, and get a better look at our reviewers' experience. Download the IGN app on all your mobile devices, subscribe to the Daily Fix on Snapchat, and for all things everything else, IGN.com.
This city's always got a promise for you. Might be a lie, an illusion, but it's there, just around the corner, and it keeps you going.